gross, but it made me. I was puking for like. Anyway, okay, all right. Did everyone have a good weekend? Everyone have a good weekend? Yeah? Okay, fun topic.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it's such a chilly room. I'm not sure what happened. Did someone's mom die or something? Like it's come on. This is fun, right? This is the Rizal's like Rizal's like Rizal. Did you hear me throw up? Okay. Okay, all right, never mind. Let's begin. Let's begin before we waste any more time. Vidi, good morning. Or good God, Garney, you got me saying it too. You fucking
Morning.
all right, everyone, welcome into the BI Scrum today. This week we have reduced the BI Scrum frequency to twice a week, just today and Friday. Okay, so hopefully that gives us a little bit more time to work on other things. But let's take a look at our first campaign. So, Vidi, you're up at the top. BI1 Airbnb opportunities. Let's hear the update.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. So please open the screenshot for the progress update. Uh, as have been discussed by the on the last Scrum, I've also added the percentage increase or decrease on each funnel, so we'll know now like how we're doing in general. This today is a little bit different since we see an improvement in actually the middle funnel in the inquiries conversion. There's actually a sharp increase in not very sharp, but there's a relative increase in the conversion to direct actually, which helps the middle funnel increase the percentage from the previous funnel. And also we see an improvement in review on Airbnb. It reaches a 40% already, so that's also pretty good. For the number of inquiries and also the number of checkouts. For number of checkouts, it reduces in percentage, but it's also okay because it's expected that the number of checkout people are still staying in the property and haven't checked out yet. While the number of inquiries need to be pumped up by a little bit, although it's slightly dropped by 0.002% from the previous report. However, in our next actionables, actually, I noticed that HR is going to have this inquiry workshop every Monday, or HR workshop in general to boost the middle funnel. I will plan it myself next week. And also, we've launched the strategy for the inquiry conversion by adding the kitchen and Wi-Fi applied to 2 properties.
Excellent.
And also, there's also a strategy talking about the adding the name by Bukit Vista to raise awareness.
Okay, excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. All right, thank you very much for that update. And for everyone here, this is a superior method, I think, to the previous reporting. We can actually see which stage of the funnel is actually, as Vidi mentioned, doing better than the previous iteration or worse. So we can see the top of funnel is actually going down, middle funnel is going up, end funnel kind of goes down a little bit, but the very end goes up. My question is this then, Vidi, what do you think is the leading cause to the middle funnel improvement at the moment?
So as I've said before, it's actually too direct. We've been able to negotiate better in converting inquiries to direct inquiries and direct deals.
And what do you think then, Vidi, is the lag time between the time where we take an action and the time we see the results?
The lag time for the result. You mean from the inquiry to conversion, or?
I mean, from the time the program is implemented that Nadine's working on to the time that we actually see improvements, do we understand what that sort of?
I see. Actually, regarding the program that Nadine made, the progress is quite like very steady, but not dramatic improvement. But I guess there are just more negotiation happening on the middle funnel.
Okay, sounds good. Negotiations sound like kind of atmosphere we want to get into. Okay, so then this raises a top of funnel consideration. On the cleanliness protocol, I don't get an update on that one. Is that going up, down, or remaining?
Yeah, sorry, actually for the one, I failed to update it for this one, but I'll update it after this one.
So dramatic. Okay, it's a Pekayun issue. Did it go up or down?
I'll have to check, and it'll take like 10 seconds perhaps.
Okay, got it. Because I'm wondering if that leads. The reason I ask is I'm wondering if that leads to top of funnel issues, right? So maybe the less progress we get on protocol, the less progress.
Okay, so it doesn't change for the CSC Airbnb applied, but for the prices, it actually increased by few hundred listings, I think.
By a few hundred listings. Okay,
Yeah, actually, we're very active on the Airbnb application part.
understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, over to Lilith. Lilith, have you thought about lag as well in terms of like when we start a program and when the results of that program will actually start uh, showing up in a change?
Yes, for the outsourcing, the what is that? The outsourcing partnership or property,
Okay.
and also I guess that one, sir. Only
Okay.
that one.
In BI, this is between Lilith and Vidi. Do you think this lag is something that is important to account for? Let's
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so for everyone here, what I mean is essentially this. But you guys are all implementing different programs to, of course, increase the conversion rates and improve your SLAs. There's going to be probably some time between the time you start implementing it and the time you actually start seeing results from it. So let's say Nadine implemented some program 2 weeks ago. So when do we see the result? We don't see the result on the next day, right? Because it takes time for the program to start kicking in. So this I think is important because it gives us more of an understanding of what cause and what effect, but when the effect happens. If it is important, then let's do this. Lilith, can we put this down as a topic of discussion on the Wednesday? So we get more dimensional into each campaign and see what the lag is. Okay, but this looks good. Congratulations, middle funnel. We are seeing upticks, so this is a really good sign. Thank you for your work on the middle funnel for top and bottom. Let's try to get those numbers up. Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's go next to Lilith. Lilith, BI2, the Facebook probe listing. Tell me what your update is.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I'm really sorry because I haven't take the screenshot of up or down, but I can describe it.
Okay.
Like first for the first funnel, for the first thing that I would like to explain is actually I discussed with Bayu regarding the funnel that he made for the whole company, which is the revenue. We agree that the sales funnel, the name of sales funnel will be changed from the second funnel to the last, which is the inquiry into engagement, reservation into conversion, revenue into transaction, and loyalty into advocacy. We actually have discussed the reason why, and then I agreed to change it basically. But if you guys have any question or disagree with this, just please ping me.
I understand. So we want to unify the language, yeah, for
Yes,
each
sir.
stage of the funnel. Okay. So
Yeah.
oh, I see. Okay, so you've changed the SLA names on the sales SLAs in the BI.
Yeah.
Would you want to apply that also to the campaigns as well at this point, or?
Yes, I think so, sir. I've changed I mean, the campaign that I champion, and I need help from all the campaign manager basically to change also their funnel name.
Okay. This is an announcement to everybody. So this is so that we have uniform reporting across the entire company. Bayou has the master funnel for each of the different big funnels showing guests, partners, and employees. So we're going to use the same language throughout. So Gani will be changing. Oh, it's already there actually, right? So okay, it just needs to be changed in the result updates. Okay, all right, cool. Let's have it by Friday. Yeah. So on the Friday sync up, we'll see the new terminology. It means the same thing as it did before, but we just call it a different name. Okay, great. I do see that you have. Okay, with the exception of the screenshot, I see all the. Oh, okay, there it is. It's coming in.
Yeah, I updated already the up and down.
Okay, great. So tell us more about the shape of your funnel.
Sure, sir. So for the A to B funnel, it is increasing significantly, like 10%, 11% increase.
Okay.
I really thanks Mas Gani for making this happen. It's also helped by the people, the outsourcing supply, I guess, because as I mentioned on the activity on the campaign analysis, the inquiry for each villa is very high, which is 6 and 7. So from that we can see that the villa that Wayana and Rizal bring in is actually in the market demand,
Okay.
but unfortunately we haven't convert any deal from these two villa because
Okay.
uh, first about pet friendliness, and then the second one, I guess that's the most thing I detect from the new supply. And then for the engagement, uh, it's also increasing. Yeah, that's the engagement that I explained just now, which is Ganesh funnel of first and second. And
Okay.
then for the conversion, it is also increasing by 0.06% because we convert one more deal, and we still have two deals in pipeline that is close, really close to transaction, but it happened transact, so I cannot put it into this data. And then for the loyalty one, it's actually
Thank
decreasing
you.
because Cynthia has already reached out many more people, but there is no response from them. And the friction is actually for the previous guests that is booking through direct. We need the HAR member to help us to find the number where we can reach the guest basically.
Okay. That sounds like a friction Cynthia should be able to solve. Cynthia, do you have any requests for anybody to help you on this particular friction?
Yes, thank you, sir. I already heard a workshop for the hosting and then to engage them and then to increase the review for the objective. And then I also already asked Nadine Andre as well to help me to collect the number.
Okay.
So I asked them first to send the review. If it's not work, please help me to collect and gather the number, and then I will reach them by the name of loyalty thing. Bukit Vista.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me go over to Lilith. Lilith, as the campaign champion here, do you think
Yes,
it would make sense for Cynthia to reach out to way long ago guests that had booked, let's say, long time ago, like maybe a year ago or such?
actually, it's not a year ago.
No, no?
It's too long. What I realized is what is that? The guest that is documented on Trello basically.
Okay.
So we have direct Trello, right? So it is after the COVID-19. So
Okay.
it is. I guess it is makes sense, but I will not include it into the funnel because I just want to check the system first.
Okay.
After we have checked out from the funnel, and then we will use the right data for this funnel.
Okay. Let's go over to Andre. Andre, you have a suggestion?
Uh, what about using the review that we have on Airbnb and post it on Facebook? Is it working? Because in Instagram, we also use that kind of method to kind of help the bottom funnel to show that this is the actual review. We screenshot the review that on our site, and also we screenshot from the Airbnb site, so it's not a fake review.
Okay. Basically, if it was done from the user's own Facebook profile, that would be what we're looking for, right? If we post it on our own, that's half the way, right? So we're trying to get, if the person on Airbnb left us an Airbnb review, ideally they could leave that screenshot. We could give them the screenshot and say, could you post it on your Facebook, and then tag us on it, and then that would then create a full loop system. Okay, Cynthia, have you thought about that before?
Um, I don't think about it because I think it won't be help on the increasing review on Airbnb if we use Andres one, because Andres one the search is coming from Airbnb. Sorry, I mean like it won't make the Facebook review increase because the search coming from Airbnb, right?
Kind
So
of.
it's not the actual guest from Facebook. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. There is, yes, different systems have different sort of feedback cycles, but I'm thinking maybe, okay. Oh, well, Cynthia, let's have you continue. Lilith, what I'd like you to kind of open up with Cynthia is this possibility of what's a compromise, right? So the best case is if we get Facebook guests to leave us reviews from Facebook, right? But is it still better if we can get, let's say, some past Airbnb or Booking.com guests to leave us the same review they left us, but now posted from their Facebook profile? No need for an answer now, but I just want you guys to think about it and let me know if that is a good middle solution. Because if that works, then that can at least bring up our reviews on Facebook. I don't know if that will, but this is what I need you guys to think about. Okay, so just open
correct.
the door.
Will
Okay, great. Congratulations, Gani. I think you did really well at the top of the funnel. That looks incredible. that's not just an 11% improvement. That's a 30% improvement on the previous value, right? Previously we had about 31%. Now we're at 42%. That's actually quite incredible. That's gigantic. 30% improvement from the previous figure. Which actually brings me to the question, Vidi, should we report? Yeah, let's just report the straight percentage change, not the percentage change of the previous percentage, right? Or what do you think works better?
I
Yeah.
actually put the what is that? The difference between the first and the
Right, right. I think that actually is better in a way, but I'll go to Vidi. Vidi, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Just now, when I was putting numbers, I was also thought about it. I'll have to think about it more.
Okay.
But let's agree on one thing for
Okay,
next
let's
week.
go over to Bayu. Bayu's here. Okay, great. Another numbers person. Bayu, do you think it's better to report the percentage change or the percentage change of the percentage? So if you go, let's say, from 30 to 40, do you call that 10 or do you call that 30%?
Hey, e- I don't know. I think for me it's better to report both of them. Just
What's about
no
you?
no no. I mean like the previous one is this, and then now it's this. So the change is this. So I don't know if, because if we use just one thing, then we need everyone to know that and agree on that. If yeah, I don't know. Just I think the change is good actually. The how many changes are
Okay,
happen.
the
It's
difference
not
or the
the
percentage?
increase, but the change.
Is it the difference or the percentage?
What?
Should we measure the Should we measure the change as a difference, meaning A minus B, or should we measure the change as a percentage, like B divided by A?
Oh, I think it's a percentage.
Okay, so Ghani's is actually a 30% increase from the previous. And the reason I bring that up, Vidi, is because the top of funnel stats are very small, right? The numbers are tiny. So when it looks like it's a 0.009%, it looks like, yeah, nothing really happened, right? But it could actually be a tremendous change, right? It could be like a 200% change because the percentage is so small anyway. Okay, no decision needed today, but another good consideration topic. Lewis, can we write that down as another topic for the BI discussion on Wednesday? So, should we actually report the changes as actually a difference or a quotient? Is the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
question.
sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Great. But this is a stylistic question. Okay, on this funnel, I get it. Thank you, Nadine. I understand that there's two more reservations in the pipeline. Okay, so that's good. So we'll probably see a good increase in the middle funnel too as well. But okay, all right, this is fantastic. Looks like our machinery is getting more efficient in this campaign. So I'll move to the next campaign. Joseph, all right, you're on the spot. Joseph, tell us what's going on.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, hello. So the the lower part of the funnel is, I believe, getting better, even though not a lot. But the top of the funnel is being stuck right now because I'm running out of source of how to get to agent because I feel like the agent is already very limited because in Instagram it's already every single one. I've contacted every single Villa owner, so
Okay. Hey,
yeah, so
Joseph,
that's
okay,
it.
that looks like to me you have a top of funnel issue. So you went from, also, I think, Joseph, you probably need to talk to some of the other campaign teams to get your reporting in the correct format because I don't see the percentage changes. But what I do see is I see that your top of funnel isn't moving that much. You've gone only from 51 to 54 in the past few days. If it's true that Instagram is running out, I would suggest you perhaps use a different method, perhaps using a Google search or whatever. There is probably thousands of travel agents in Jakarta, Surabaya, Semarang, Jogja that have offline more or that have less social media savvy. So I wonder if that would open up and get your top of funnel more replenished. Okay, so that's an idea to replenish the top of funnel. For the other stages, yeah, I see that you're dropping on the inquiries and the inquiry converted, and that's probably very natural because there's not enough new stuff coming into the funnel, right? So whatever's sitting there is essentially stagnating. But I would say that okay, my best advice is get more top of funnel activity, and that will probably drive more middle funnel. Question, Joseph: do you also identify your most productive agents in your campaign?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and do you engage with them on a regular basis?
Yes, I actually engage with like every agents that I handle.
Okay,
So yeah.
remember, you got to prioritize too. Engaging with all of them might not be the best idea. Perhaps engage more
Mm,
often with the people who are giving you checkouts, right? Or the people who are giving you inquiries once, twice a week. That could be a good way to reinvigorate the middle funnel, okay? So that you get
okay, okay.
more activity there. But let's see. Nadine, over to your side. Nadine, have you seen any new inquiries coming in? Because I can't. It's a little bit confusing to me. The 161%, but it went down. Um, actually, that is kind of confusing. Um,
So far, not yet, sir, from agent.
okay, so you're not getting any inquiries, or we're not converting any inquiries.
Uh, we're not converting for like this past 3 days,
Okay,
and oh, actually, I got one inquiry, but it's still ongoing.
okay, got it. Let me go over to Lilith. Lilith, for Joseph's campaign, I'm having a little bit of a headache understanding the over 100% percentages, right? So when Joseph says that it's 161%, um, is that's inquiries divided by interested agents, right, Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. I need that. I don't know how to put it, but it doesn't kind of follow the same logic, right? Um, does anybody else feel that pain? I'm not sure what it is, but it just feels a little bit weird. Look,
Yes, I talked with Mas Bayu regarding this actually last week, I guess. So actually, what we should detect is how many people that the agent reach. I mean, the inquiry, how many inquiry the agent get, basically. No, no, no. How many people that the agent reach? That should be the data before the inquiries in our in BV.
okay,
That's
how do we figure that out, though?
not the number of agent, but how many number the agent brings to us. So we have like
Okay.
18.
Okay, so we start the funnel at inquiries, not at number of agents, right?
Yeah, but the inquiries that the agent get, but it is difficult from my side. I think it is difficult. Like I don't know how many people that this agent reach out before reaching us to the inquiries.
Okay, got it. So what I'm having a hard time understanding when I read this funnel is I don't know if 29 is good or bad, right? On
Mm.
the SLAB. So I don't know. Does that mean it was 29 last time and it's less this time, or it's going down? But I'm not sure what that means, right? So ideally, what I'd like to know is, are we getting more inquiries each time we check, or is the inquiries the same? Looking at this, I I'm not able to tell. Are you able to tell? Do we get the same number of inquiries, or less, or more this time?
We can see it from the conversion basically. Previously 164, but now
Yeah.
161, so it is decreasing.
Okay, got it. Okay, all right, got it, got it. Okay, I'll live with that then. I'll just try to kind of
Yeah.
twist it in my head. All right.
Maybe we can discuss it on BI also.
Okay, sounds good then. Let's discuss this labeling issue in BI then on Wednesday. All right. Thank you very much, Joseph, for the update, and good luck with that. Let's go next to Gunny.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Gunny, let's get your updates on
Okay,
Instagram.
thank you very much, sir. So from the Instagram update is after implement Gary's insight, the impression is getting higher than last week.
Okay.
And then we got more inquiries coming. One guest looking for Jogja accommodation, and one lead want to partnership with us, which is a beautiful Bali villas.
Okay.
They have 10 unit villas in Legian,
Nice.
and already give Wayana's number. Also, as Tara said, we have a next professional networking session with Lauren Novak, one of the strategists that work with Gary Perez on Wednesday. Thank you very much, Tara, for that. And the last is the overall report from then previous time is better, but no deal happened yet.
Okay, got it. Let's look in the middle funnel to examine what could we do. Nadine, what do we have to say about the kind of inquiries that we're getting
It's
from?
Andre, sir.
Oh, sorry, I keep on. Jeez. Okay, sorry, Andre. Andre, what kind of feedback do you have about these inquiries that we get in the middle funnel?
Mostly the middle funnel we're asking for if we see that four, but the three is about just a short term, and I don't know, they canceled their inquiry so faster. So I'm offering them the villa and also the guest house in Bali and Jogja, but they suddenly just say that no, and I asked them why, but no,
No
the
response.
current is no response for now.
How many times did that happen? There's 4 guests.
For guests, it's only actually one that's still ongoing, sir. But they said that no, but no response, and the two others is no response from last time, and the one is yeah. They said it's the one is the case that I said before that it's they saw that they think that we only open for monthly, sir.
Understood. Okay. So I'm looking at essentially, I guess, A2 plus A1, and then it's 6. Oh, okay. Yeah, 6 divided by 23 is about 25%. Okay. The, interesting. Okay. All right. I don't know what to believe yet. Let me go over Does anybody have any comments about this campaign that they would like to, anybody want to say anything about it? No? Bayu, let's go to Bayu. Bayu, anything that you'd like to say about the Instagram campaign?
No, actually, I don't have any visibility on that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You do. That's what the funnel is for. You can see what the conversions are, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen that just now.
Okay, let's go to. Does anybody else go to Lilith? Any opinions about this campaign?
Actually, I haven't dig dive into the Instagram inquiries, but I saw the post. Basically, the post is about the review and also past guests. Maybe I will take a look at the Instagram inquiry because I have access already. Maybe next meeting.
Okay, got it. Let's go over to Andre. Andre, of these 4 guests, how many of them were close to becoming a real guest of these 4 inquiries?
Currently one that's still ongoing, sir. The
All right.
last three is no.
And what is the value of the potential value of that reservation?
As I remember, it's just a short deal, short term, sir, not for long.
Big villa, small villa, guest house, what type of accommodation?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's for 3-bedroom Frida monthly, sir.
Okay, all right. So it could be potentially worth the ROI then
Yep.
for what we're spending. Okay, all right. Good. Okay, not great, but okay, it is what it is. Thank you very much, Gani, for the update.
Yes, sir.
That is, oh, well, Booking.com came back. Let's take a look at that. Thank you very much. Vidi, tell us the update on Booking.com.
Wait, oh, it's me. Okay, I think Lilith took over, but we did discussion regarding this one.
Okay,
So-
who's in charge? Lilith
Yeah, Lilith.
okay, Lilith. Okay, so Lilith, I'll need you to join the board and remove Vidi from the card then. So,
Oh yeah.
Lilith,
forget.
okay, since you're in charge, tell us about this campaign. It looks pretty good.
Oh, all right, sir. So basically, I just starting from the 1st of October. I'm applying some discount. Like I'm really because previously I already tried this, but it's not working. And then I try applying to 11 property, and this today I got like we got like one booking from the promotion. Basically,
Nice.
they use the data. So I think that by monitoring it, it will be more valuable. And we also have a new account manager from booking.com, so I will optimize him basically.
Okay,
I mean to help us to optimize our listing on booking.com.
nice.
And everything is the same, but we don't have what funnel is that? We don't have what funnel is that? Conversion funnel, because we don't have inquiry here. So
That's
it's
okay.
just instant booking.
Okay, so it jumps across the conversion layer and goes right into. All right, you know what? It looks like you guys get an upgrade on that. That looks like the second best campaign right now. Am I right?
Um, y- for the conversion, yeah, but I'm not sure because we only have like a little bit, little data.
Okay. The way that I rank campaigns is by the number of checkouts at the moment. Okay. So if there are more checkouts, then that campaign goes up. If there are less checkouts, that campaign should go down. So based on what I can see right now, I would say that Facebook probe listings have zero checkouts, so they probably need to go down. Agent sales is there, and then this one kind of goes up a little bit. So okay, I yes to
I
Lil.
questions. So how about the long term rental? Like they are checking and pay already, but
Good question. Yeah, yeah.
we're looking at long term booking.
Okay, so what should we do? I
So
think
perhaps if you want to value the transaction file by the dollars they are producing, it's more fair, I guess.
okay. Let's do this then. Okay, yeah, yeah. I see that. I see that. Um, Okay, then let me do this then. Lilith, since you're in charge of BI, why don't we have you create a, let's say, a revenue, number for each particular campaign, and then we rank the campaigns according to whatever revenue it's hit. For this is a question to the team. For every long-term guest, have we ever had a cancellation or an early checkout for any long-term guest? I guess I would ask Andre that question. Andre.
We
Uh, for the long term, that coming from the Airbnb, sometimes they do some cancellation still, sir. But on the direct, I'm not quite sure. Maybe no, sir. I'm quite sure that it's no.
Okay, so we've never seen a cancellation on a long term. Um, I'm wondering if a long term guest is essentially a checkout.
You mean cancellation after check-in, right? So
Yeah, I'm asking that. Like, essentially, have we ever had long term guests check out early or cancel after staying partially?
I guess it's for lot 5, but long time ago, like Wayana's case, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's do it this way then. Here's a question, actually, and let me floor the question to the floor. How often should we re rank the campaigns? How often should we re-rank campaigns? And what should be the criteria to re-rank campaigns and reprioritize campaigns? Okay, let's go to somebody new. Let's go to Bite. Bite, what do you think about that? The priority of the campaigns then essentially drive how much time everybody will be working on each particular campaign, or how much official time everybody will be working on the campaign. So there's a resource consequence to that. Um, The general idea is that we should probably work on campaigns that produce the most revenue with the majority of our time. That would be good ROI in terms of where people's salary and everything is spent, which is actually today. Today is payday. So just to remind everyone. And then, but this re-ranking might also have consequences with lag time, right? So if we rank everything all the time based on, let's say, short-term progress or that are flukes rather than actual true signal, that might actually mess up the true quality of what we're trying to reach. Do you have any thoughts on that, Mike?
Uh, I don't know. I think yeah. I'm thinking the between the opportunity and the actual result, because if we prioritize based on the actual result, then we close our way to open a new opportunity.
Right.
Um, yeah.
Okay. Good point. Add that to the stone soup. Let's go to Lilith. Lilith, what do you think?
Actually, prioritization is good, but I see from this cross campaign chapter we have like different campaign. What is that? Campaign manager, right? But I think all of the campaign is running now, and from myself, I haven't seen any difficulties on managing
Okay.
the campaign. So I guess it's not really urgent to.
Wow. So what you're saying is that we are more efficient now. We're not running out of time or resources like maybe.
But let's see from the other. But that's what I
Okay.
mean.
Let's go to Vidi. Vidi, what are your thoughts?
Regarding the prioritization for each campaigns, that's an idea, right? Marking each campaign with the value, and also the time load that we spend on each. We can look at our calendar. I think we discussed it in the previous campaign, and it's to be discussed in the BI Scrum.
Okay.
That's one. And for the frequency, again, we remember what Gary mentioned regarding lag time that you discussed earlier. Usually it's a different case, but in product development, we settle with each month, right, Kabayu? To like set priorities for the projects, and that gives us some more time. Um, the duration, not sure, but if we the best guess right now is to tag it with the value, reservation value. And to answer the direct booking one, actually for direct bookings, we receive the money upon check-in, right? Before check-in.
Which is effectively a checkout.
Yes, and it's
Yes, it's particular.
non-refundable. I guess.
Okay. All right. So in direct bookings, essentially I guess the revenue is finished at check-in
Yes,
rather
correct.
than checkout. Okay. Um, the impact on review is actually a little bit less too, but okay. Let's do this then. I won't reorder it then. I'll move everything back to the way it was before, and we'll take another look at it after we determine what the correct frequency for prioritization is. Okay. So currently that's there. Okay, thank you very much, Lolis. Booking.com does look very promising. I don't know why we didn't have a campaign there before. And my question is then to, I guess, the community people or whoever's registering cleanliness protocol. Are there any cleanliness protocols that we've already done that are overlapping between Airbnb and Booking.com? Vidi, I think you have the closest answer to that question.
Yes, sir. I believe Andre actually dealt with it before the campaign even started.
Okay.
He applied most of the ones that have been assigned before the campaign starts. So maybe you have to double check on that, but I believe it's plenty already.
Okay, Andre, let's put it in then. Sorry we've gone over time, but one last question. Traveloka, any plans on activating Traveloka?
We met the home manager just now.
Good.
And also we are trying to apply, I believe, about 3 listings by this week.
Okay.
To be checked by Andre, confirmed with owner, and then Aldo will move forward with it. And also we're going to start the promotion settlement this week also.
Okay, sounds good. Traveloka should work, right? Because that's
Yeah, that's what the home manager. But of course, they work for Traveloka. But we're seeing that according to the home manager, since the start of this pandemic, I believe she said April or May. Actually, a lot of people are signing up for Traveloka.
okay. Quick question: does anybody know, is Traveloka stock going up or down right now?
What kind of Traveloka, sir?
Is their stock going up or down?
Traveloka is not public.
Is it not a public company yet?
No.
It's not IPO yet, sir.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, all right. No. Okay, second question. Has Traveloka conducted any layoffs? Okay, Cynthia says yes. Yeah. Okay, all right. I guess they're not doing as good as whatever. But the reason I asked those two questions is if their stock was going up, that means that they're probably doing good, right? If they weren't laying off, that probably means that they're doing good. Traveloka is mostly, I believe it's mostly, is it a Southeast Asian product or an Indonesian product? Does anybody have any insight on that? Does anybody have friends in Thailand that use Traveloka or Malaysia that use Traveloka?
Traveloka is Indonesia
Right, but I like
focusing on it.
like Lazada, right? Lazada is, I don't know where Lazada is from, but it's like the region uses Lazada. Is Traveloka, like, I'm trying to understand, is it like kind of like would a Malaysian use Traveloka to buy a plane ticket to go to like my friends. Okay, all right. So it might be a Southeast Asian product, which means that okay, whatever. I won't theorize here. Okay, that's pretty much it then. Thank you guys very much. Thank you everyone for this. This is working very efficiently. I'm happy to say, and please bring this to your own chapters. By the way, if you have a chapter where things are sort of like I can't figure out what to do this week, then this I think is one of the places where it's very very evolved. So spread this out. Okay, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys at. Please come to Alethea and Caroline's farewell. If you can make it today, I'll be hosting that, I guess. And,
Yes.
yeah, and that will be that. I've never. I don't know what to say. I guess we'll do.
You
Yeah.
say that you're happy having them.
I guess so. Yeah.
Cherish them with joy.
Yes. Yes, and maybe I'll finally get to see Caroline. Yeah, it always turns out for video. So, okay, all right, good stuff then. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see everyone on Friday. Yeah. Till then, have a good week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.